During the time we were heaving the anchor up and setting the sails, Bonaparte remained on the brink of the poop and was very inquisitive about what was going on. He observed, "Your method of performing this maneuver is quite different from the French," and added, "What I admire most in your ship is the extreme silence and orderly conduct of your men. On board a French ship, everyone calls and gives orders, and they gabble like so many geese." Previous to his quitting the Bellerophon, he made the same remark, saying, "There's been less noise in this ship, where there are 600 men during the whole of the time I've been in her, than there was on board the Epervier, with only 100 in the passage from the Aldax to Basque Roads." Soon after the ship was under way, the moose joined with 3 or 4 sheep, a quantity of vegetables and other refreshments, a present from the French Commodore to Bonaparte. After receiving them on board, we made sail, accompanied by the Myrmidon, for England. And working out, we passed within about a cable's length of the Superb. He asked me if I considered that was near enough for a naval engagement. I answered that half the distance, or even less, would suit much better, as it was a maxim in our navy not to be further from our enemy than to give room for working the yards and maneuvering the ship. He remained upon deck all the time the ship was beating out of the Portuguese Antioch. Having cleared the Chasseron shoal about 6 p.m., dinner was served. He conversed a great deal at table, and seemed in very good spirits, told several anecdotes of himself, among others one relating to Sir Sidney Smith. Knowing that I had served under that officer on the coast of Syria, he turned to me and said, "Did Sir Sidney Smith ever tell you the cause of his quarrel with me?" I answered that he had not. "Then," said he, "I will. When the French army was before St. Jean d'Acre, I had a paper privately distributed among the officers and soldiers tending to induce them to revolt and quit me, on which I issued a proclamation denouncing the English commanding officers madmen and prohibiting all intercourse with him. This nettled Sir Sidney so much that he sent me a challenge to meet him in a single comment on the beach at Caffa. My reply was that when Marlborough appeared for that purpose, I should be in his service, but I had other duties to fulfill besides fighting a duel with an English commodore." He pursued the subject of Syria and said, patting me, who was sitting next to him, on the head, "If it had not been for you English, I should have been Emperor of the East. But wherever there is water to float a ship, we are sure to find you in our way." During the 17th and 18th of July, the weather was very fine, and nothing of note occurred. Several strange vessels were seen, about which Bonaparte and his attendants were very inquisitive, in order, I presume, that they might judge whether they would probably have escaped or not, had they put to sea. The only ship of war fallen in with on those days was the Bacchus sloop, which I pointed out, and at the same time informed him that we had several frigates cruising in this position for the purpose of intercepting him, that he had gone past the ship stationed close in with the land. This, as it afterwards appeared, was not the case, the Endymion having gone over into the Gironde, the Liffey having sprung her bowsprit and returned to England, and the others from various causes having quitted the station, so that, had he passed the squadron off Rochefort, there can be little doubt he would have made his voyage in safety to America. About this time, Bonaparte amused himself by playing at cards after breakfast. The game was 20, in which all the party joined except myself. He proposed that I should play with them, but I told him I had no money, making it a rule to leave it all with my wife before I went to sea, on which he laughed and good-humoredly offered to lend me some, and trust me until we arrived in England. I, however, declined his offer, having the numerous duties of the ship to attend to.